With the NBA draft and free agency coming right around the corner, we got some more breaking news for the Golden State Warriors. According to Hoopsite's reporter Michael Scotto, quote, within Golden State and among rival NBA executives, there is a belief Donte DiVincenzo will decline his $4.7 million player option and will likely be too expensive for the Warriors to resign once he hits unrestricted free agency. The Warriors signed Donte DiVincenzo last year during free agency on a 2-year, $9.2 million contract with a $4.5 million cap hit first year and $4.725 the second. With how Donte played this past season and the current sinking dynasty the Warriors is going through, it makes sense that he wants to get more money and seek more opportunities elsewhere. Now, the Warriors can still sign him back, but the price is going to be exponentially higher considering the luxury tax that comes with it. Besides this, we also got the report that Draymond Green also declined his player option. According to the latest by NBA insider James Saronia, quote, Golden State Warriors 4-time NBA champion Draymond Green is declining his $27.5 million player option for 2023 to 2024 season and will enter unrestricted free agency. In today's video, we'll be talking about how the departure of Donte DiVincenzo will hurt the Golden State Warriors. So without further ado, let's roll the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match.
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If it's your first time watching, I mostly cover news and reports for the Golden State Warriors, but we also occasionally make content for every other teams in the league. So if you want the latest basketball news and rumors on your feed, all you gotta do is to leave a like and subscribe so that you won't miss any of my future upload. Without a doubt, the signing of Donte DiVincenzo is one of the best during free agency's last offseason. This year in regular season, Donte played a total of 72 games with 26.3 minutes per game. He was also averaging 9.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.4 steals per while shooting almost 40% behind the arc. In the playoffs, for playing 18 minutes per game, he was averaging 5.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. Now, truth be told, the only reason the Warriors were able to sign Donte is because of his injuries in past seasons. Additionally, DiVincenzo is a great defender on the perimeter, which is exactly why Warriors head coach Steve Kerr puts him in during key moments in the playoffs. With how Donte played this year, his value is going way above the $4.725 million he's going to make on his current contract, so it makes perfect sense that he wants to opt out of his current contract, no matter if it's to get more money with the Warriors or find more opportunities elsewhere. For the Warriors, this seems like a minor loss, but it's actually quite significant. On the offensive side, Donte is a great shooter and has some level of passing and playmaking ability. Without a doubt, he's a key defender on this Warriors team. Even though the Warriors had an average defense this season, it would be a lot worse without Donte. Because aside from physical presence on the defensive side, Donte has high basketball IQ and knows exactly what his responsibility is on the court. When he was with Villanova back in college, he was a winner. With the Bucks, he was also a winner, so he has the experience and the calmness during key moments, which is very valuable for any team in the league, no matter for a team that want to rebuild or for those that are contending. The worst problem right now for the Warriors is there's no replacement for him. Moses Moody isn't as good of a shooter and lacks experience. On the other hand, Jordan Poole is a great shooter, but he is one of the worst, if not the worst defender on this Warriors team. And then GP2 sure has some level threat behind the arc and is an elite defender. His size and lack of utility is also a key concern. So, truth be told, I have no idea what the Warriors can do internally to fill in the void of Donte. Now, a key reason that the Warriors were able to fit Donte is due to his low cap hit. With the already massive cap hits the Warriors are facing this offseason, a single more dollar adds more to luxury tax exponentially. We know for a fact that the Warriors are due for some major changes, especially with the promotion of the new general manager. Earlier, we know for a fact that we'll see some new faces and some old faces leave, but we now know for a fact that DiVincenzo will likely be the first one out the building. If we take a look here at the exact number, according to Yossi Goslin, who is a reporter from Hoops Hype, it's even worse than we think. Quote, Donte DiVincenzo has a $4.7 million per option that he seems likely to decline. He outplayed his contract and was vital in filling in for Andrew Wiggins and helping the Warriors avoid the play-in tournament. The Warriors will be able to re-sign DiVincenzo for up to 4-year $23.2 million if he declines his player option, which will give him only a $5.4 million starting salary. However, the Warriors are at a disadvantage in re-signing him since another team could easily outbid them for his services. You can see here that the highest amount the Warriors can offer is 4-year $23.2 million. And the bigger problem is that 5.4 million, which is only slightly above the original 4.72 million, will increase the luxury tax significantly. If we also consider the amount of money the Warriors are putting in the guard position on Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, and Moses Moody, there's really nothing the Warriors can do to remain DiVincenzo. I mean, sure, the team can do a center and trade, but I doubt that will happen. Now, moving on to Draymond Green briefly, he got 1 year, $27.5 million left on that previous contract, but it's official now that he is currently not a Warrior anymore. Here's what I'm thinking about this. In my earlier videos, I made my points that I want the Warriors to not extend Draymond Green and Klay, and I really hope that Green can opt out. Not only because I don't want the team to give him a max extension, it's also because the Warriors are getting some massive cap relief at this current moment. With both Donte and Draymond opting out at the current moment, the Warriors saved over $32 million in cap, and this is enough to sign lots of superstars in the league as of right now. The worst situation that comes is that the Warriors give Draymond an even bigger contract, because that will show to me that this front office doesn't know when it's time to call things to an end. Without a doubt, Draymond Green is a key player for this Warriors' success. He's the ultimate teammate with great defensive attributes and top-tier playmaking ability. Despite his size, the Warriors heavily relied on Draymond to defend some of the best players in the league, regardless of their sizes. I can still remember that Draymond guarding Jokic last year in the playoffs in the post, while also defending guards on the perimeters. Now, if I look at Draymond's stats, he was averaging 8.5 points, 7.2 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and 1 steal per game, while shooting 30.5% behind the arc. Same thing applies in the postseason, where Draymond was averaging 9.4 points, 6.9 rebounds, 6.8 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block per game. Without a doubt, every team in the league needs a guy like Draymond Green. And plus, with his great defensive presence, I would absolutely love to have him back on the team, but hopefully a smaller contract with less years. Right now, Draymond is 32 years old, and with defense, age is a huge factor because defense is mostly relied on physical attributions. But then on the other hand, there is one more reason that I don't want the Warriors to extend him, it's because of his emotions. Without a doubt at this point, we know that Draymond Green is a very emotional player, and oftentimes he commits technical fouls. In addition, with that punch he threw on Jordan Poole last season, it completely changes the dynamic and his locker room presence. For a team that still wants to contend for the next 2 to 3 years, this kind of X factor in the locker room is somewhat dangerous. Lastly, to be honest, Draymond Green is kind of a one-dimensional player. I mean, he sure is a great defender and playmaker, but he's also giving you a lot of limitation on the offensive end. With all the factors involved and the fact that there are some nice free agents power forwards considering the market, I would rather use that money to sign someone else. While all the Western Conference contenders are rising up, the Nuggets just won the chip, and the Suns just got Bradley Beal to the squad, the Warriors are already sinking downward. But again, it's still very early in the offseason, and there are a lot more moves the Warriors can make. But it's no doubt that this will be a challenging offseason for the Dub Nation. Alright guys, that's all we got for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you think the Warriors should keep DONTE DIVINCENZO. And if you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media with all the links in the description box down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.